Hi, slugs. I am coming on the road this fall. As you know, I'm coming to Florida, and those tour dates, I'm coming to Orlando, Dania Beach, and Tampa. But new dates, I'm coming to Portland at the Helium Comedy Club November 3rd, and November 4th, I'm coming to San Francisco at Cobb's Comedy Club, and you can get tickets wherever you find them online. Just Google. And sleepoverbyesther.com for a new drop for my merch, my clothing line. Goodbye.
All right. Hey, trash slugs. I have been having the greatest time of my freaking life entertaining you guys and having fun with you guys on the road. Please come to Tempe, Arizona at the Improv August 6th through 8th. I will be at Caroline's on Broadway in New York City, coming back home August 12th through 14th. I'm going to be in Hartford, Connecticut at the Funny Bone August 27th to 28th. I'll be at Hilarities in Cleveland, Ohio, September 9th through 11th. Good Nights, Riley, September 23rd to 25th, and a lot more. Just look it up on my website, AnnieLetterman.com.
Who is this bitch? Like,
I know.
Khalyla, introduce me to your friend, because I'm hearing these things and I'm like, I'm confused. I'm excited. I'm turned on.
Here's what I'll tell you about Geo. When I first met her, I thought she was a twin flame. Number one, we both had forearm tattoos. I feel as though she has the same very warm, like when you're around her, you just immediately feel comfortable.
Should I leave the room? I feel weird.
And then we were like, Geo, if we were to swing the other way, it would be with each other.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we made a pact.
Absolutely.
We made a lesbian pact.
Absolutely. I've never kissed a girl, but I'm going to kiss her.
Yeah.
At
Geo
one
and I
point.
are in it to win it.
Yeah.
If Bart and Bobby leave us, first number we call.
I don't even think they have to leave us.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet?
We met through Bobby.
Yeah.
You guys met Bobby first.
Yeah.
You guys were friends with him.
Yeah.
And then Bobby introduced me to the pack.
Yeah. And I fell in love with her instantly.
I did too when I met her.
How did you meet her?
I met her in the green room at one of Bobby's shows, and I guess I showed her my boobs
Immediately.
and then I was like, "Can I?"
Which
see
one was
yours?
it? What boob?
I showed
It matters.
both.
Oh.
Yeah,
the way she does it though is that she really asks for feedback. She's like, "Do you like them?" It's never just, "Can I show you my boobs?"
Yeah.
Like, what are your thoughts?
That's so weird.
Did you get them done? Is that why?
No, I didn't. They're just
Epic.
they're not epic, Khalyla.
epic.
What color are nipples?
I don't know. They like change.
Chameleon nips.
They're
Like depending on your mood?
They're sleeping right now, so I can't. It's hard to get a good read.
Okay.
You know when they're asleep versus awake.
Mood ring. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
I only show my breasts if they're awake.
What does
That's
awake
smart.
mean? Teach
I mean,
me.
my
You know what
my
it
nipples
means.
are hard.
You know what it means.
Oh, and they're hard?
Yes.
Yeah. I will never. I dare not show.
They're not. They're asleep.
Are your boobs real?
No.
They're okay. That makes me feel. They're really great.
Thank you. I had a baby and they got more natural looking.
Oh.
Yeah. Because they were harder and I really wanted those fake Pamela Anderson titties where like people know that they're fake.
Yeah.
Like I wanted this line to show. And I was like, cool. They're fake. That's what I was going for. And then I had a baby. I breastfed and then they went, wah.
But
So
I
they
feel
looked
like
very
that's
natural.
the good look.
Yeah, that's
They
hot.
look good.
They look.
But I wanted them fake.
Really? That's a look you were going for?
A little bit. I mean, they're not really big.
Yeah.
But I like the perky, like unrealistic look.
Oh.
I like both looks. I'll say that. But I do sometimes. I'll admit to you guys. I do think about if I have kids and things. Because things can get really messy in there. Like maybe that would be a time that I would get something done, potentially. I don't know. When I was little, I always thought I was going to get fake boobs. Like I prayed for boobs. Like I just, that was like my dream.
And you got them.
Well,
Those are great boobs. My boobs didn't look that big.
you guys.
I was going to say, Geo was the first person who reassured me that even after pregnancy, you still can't have a gorilla grip pussy.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh,
But
that
she
works
doesn't.
very nicely.
She does not know how to do Kegel exercises. So we've been trying to teach her over the last couple episodes. So I feel like that's the key to maintaining the gorilla grip.
What was the description that you gave her?
I
to
said,
work on that muscle.
well, we gave her an exerciser. We actually gave her this instrument to.
You put it in there?
No, it's not an inner.
It's not the Kegel ball.
You put it like in your thighs and then you squeeze it and it's supposed to like engage.
What is this?
like that. Does it work?
Not my Kegels. Like when I have to pee, it works.
Yeah.
Like, you know that pee feeling?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit. And you suck it in.
Is this like a specialty of yours?
Kegels? Gorilla gripping? No, I didn't know I had that title, but I'll take it.
We should probably introduce this very special episode of the show.
Very special.
Very special. Well, it comes every 4 years. So you're not going to see us like this for another 4 years.
Yes.
And the reason it's very special is because this week the Olympics are happening. I watched the opening ceremony. So this episode of Trash Tuesday is dedicated to the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. And here we are. We should introduce what sport we're representing.
I'm representing allergies today. Okay. I'll just go first.
Yeah, go
since
first, Esther.
So I am, the blonde wig is not necessarily Olympic themed, but I figured, hey, it'll be something. It'll make me look very American. I'm a gymnast, and the gymnast store was out of leotards, so George got me a children's ballet outfit.
It's XL.
Children's
I
XL.
would say you look a little bit more like a figure skater, Tara Lipinski.
Oh, that's
than
who I
you do
am.
a gymnast. But we're doing Summer Olympics. Winter Olympics is not for another 2 years.
Okay.
So I really like this look, Esther, and I'm very proud of the patriot athlete that you are.
Thank you.
Geo, you want to go next?
So I am representing all the weightlifters that are going to be competing. There isn't powerlifting, and this is for powerlifting, but weightlifting, same difference. So that's what I'm representing.
And I'm going to go ahead and say you look like you would actually look like an Olympian.
Do I?
You do. No doubt.
Thank you. I love you. I want to see civilians in the Olympics, though. Then I'll know how good.
Meaning to say, I would love to see Usain Bolt or Sha'Carri Richardson and Esther run the 100 meter side by side.
Fuck you.
I saw that video of you running, so I get what you're talking
Oh
about.
my God.
It was fast.
But I think that she has a great center of gravity, and I think you
do.
can pull it off.
I have balance. I have decent. I've been taking more ballet classes. I've got balance. Wait. So what are you?
Oh, okay.
Because you don't look any different than you normally do.
I have my Philippines team get up from when I represented the Philippines when I was younger, but Gilbert has it for some reason because he's trying to get it replicated at a factory.
Really?
Oh.
And I tried to get it back today. It did not happen.
Does he need help with that? I can take it to my clothing factory.
He has it in
Okay.
our, yeah. Thank you though, Esther. So today I am just going to be a swimmer. I should put my swim cap on. How would you do it?
Yeah,
Is
how
it
is
this
it
way
done?
or this way?
I would have gone the other way.
Yeah, that's a very wrong way.
Okay. Thank you.
So you want to put the line to your forehead like
Do you need
this.
water in it? No.
No. Sometimes it's easier if you put talcum powder, but talcum powder is no longer, we canceled talcum powder, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause
it's
of cancer?
So
toxic.
you do this, and you tuck it in here, like so. And do this, you tuck it in like here.
Wow.
And then you twirl the back of your hair,
And you have so much hair.
This looks like
and then
something
you sneak it in here.
that would just make life more convenient as a woman.
Yeah. That
How's
was
it look,
easy.
guys?
It
Looks
doesn't
great.
look. It doesn't look great.
It looks great.
Wait till I
it
put
looks
on my
like-
goggles and tell me if I look like an Olympian.
I mean, I can't do. Have you tried putting one on?
No,
They're
I-
horrible, and then they pull your hair.
That's what
They're
I was thinking. It'd be
your
sticking
hair.
to the hair and
Yeah,
pulling
especially
there.
if it's an old cap. And then you put your goggles. You never want to put them backwards.
Okay, now
you
I
can
know.
always tell who's not a swimmer by how they put on their gear. Did you put it on like this, Gio? Back and front?
for sure because it's easy.
No, you always want to put it. You
Why?
can either put it on your eyes first,
But tell us why.
because it's just the harder way to do that.
Look at what a little nerd you are. This
then
is
you're my
weird.
block.
This is the woman I like respect all day at work.
Shit,
Like
she's awesome.
this is who I listen to.
Okay, hang on, guys. George, tell me
Oh my
when. It's
God.
take your mark and then beep. So you swim, you shake.
Why? What are you shaking for? What's the shake for? Oh, just stretch.
Goggles, I'm ready.
That looks so real.
Right? She looks good.
Okay.
Take your mark.
What?
And then I lift
Set.
up.
That is so good.
Can I show you my gymnast move?
Yes.
Oh God. Blur out my thighs. Do you understand this is a lawsuit? Blur out my thighs. Okay, so this is what gymnasts do. They always go like this. They do this. And that's all I have.
Do you guys want to see my bench
yeah.
setup then? Okay, I'm gonna have to go on the floor. Okay, so this is when I set up for my bench. It's fucking dumb. Okay, so the bench is here. I get under the bar, And then I lift
All right,
up.
this
and
is
I do
just for the
thing.
YouTube folks, guys.
Yep, and then I get out here, and then my legs are out here, and I grab the bar, and then I unrack it.
Dude,
Press it.
I hope your husband is really hot because you're so hot.
Oh my god.
Gio, what about when you do the regular powerlifting, like the clean?
Oh, that's weightlifting. I don't do that. So powerlifting consists of squat, bench, and then a deadlift. That's
Okay.
it. 3 movements.
You guys, one time I was at a dinner party actually with my friend Benji, who I made the show Alone together with, and this was before we made the show. And we got invited to this dinner party for this company that made that cleanse called the Clean Program. It was like this really fancy cleanse that like Oprah did it, Gwyneth
Is
Paltrow
it clean
did
with a K?
No,
okay.
it's not. This was like maybe like 8 or 9 years ago. This was like the cleanse. It cost like $500. It was a really big deal. Anyways, I was very active on the message boards and got recognized when I was working at Press Juicery. One of the owners of someone who worked for the company came in and was like, "Are you Esther from?" And I was like, "Yeah," because she recognized me from the message boards. And then we became friends. And she invited me to a dinner party. And it was all these like extremely like, it was like out of a TV show, like when you're at a dinner party and like everyone there is like really worldly and interesting and like has something going on. And me and Benji were like, eh. And one of the guys at the dinner party was like, so yeah, I'm a scientist. But a couple of years ago, I was like, it would be really great to be in the Olympics. And so I trained and I went. I actually went to the
Wait,
Olympics.
let me guess what sport? Archery.
Yes, I was going to say that.
And this is the moment where I actually don't remember what sport.
It had,
So I
Or shoot, like a shot, like
Yeah.
the shooters.
it was something I'd never heard of, so it probably was that.
well, there's only certain things like you can't be middle-aged and say I want to be a track star or I want to
Yeah.
be. It's one of those things that like Gina Davis represented the Olympics in archery. Gina Davis, like the actress.
Oh, I know.
I don't
League of
know
Their
if she
Own?
did that since birth, but that's one of the sports that you can get to later on in life because basketball,
Yeah, you have to do
gymnastics,
your whole life.
you have to do it since like you're age 2.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
me feel a little better because it was definitely like a defining moment for me in my 20s of like, oh, so this guy just like decided to do the Olympics and I'm just me. Like it made me feel small.
Small. Well, I always felt small around creatives like you because I wasn't allowed a world outside of athletics and swimming. So when I would be around people that were very talented on stage or did anything outside of being an athlete, I was always so in awe because I wasn't allowed to touch it, to even think about it, to consider it, to join it. And so, so that feeling is mutual, I think.
Yeah.
Did you grow up playing sports at all, Esther, besides ballet? Because I think ballet is a fucking sport and a half, by the way.
Yeah. Their
I
bodies are
mean,
amazing.
I think it is. I'm really bad at sports. I did soccer for one like season. I know. I was little and I was the only kid on the
I
team.
bet you were fast.
Wait,
No,
you
no,
were
no.
a kid. What do you mean?
I was the only kid on the team who didn't ever score a goal. Let me finish
Just
that.
her, which is with soccer ball, no one wants to play with her.
I was the only kid on the team. That's really sad. Wow. I had an embarrassing thing where one day we were having like a little team meeting and I raised my hand and I was like, so when do we get our costumes? And everyone laughed at me. And it was, I guess they're called uniforms. It's sports.
Football jerseys, kits.
But I was really bad. It was really bad. Every other kid scored a goal except for me, and I did it once and was out.
Maybe you were just a defender, and maybe you weren't positioned to score.
I think it's also so boring. You just stand out in the field.
When you cared about the way you looked. You were about the costume.
Yeah.
You wanted to perform.
Yeah.
Like, when do we get our...
When do I get my moment?
You know? I get it.
I will go ahead and say your height does not bode well for being a defender, but I think that's where they put you.
Yeah, I was. I was near the goal. Oh, and I always like let the other team score. Like I was just not
You're
good.
so nice.
You got out of their way.
It was like the ultimate period in my life where I was just like looking out at like not fucking focusing, just
Yeah.
being an idiot. Did you guys, well, you were a swimmer. What about you? Did you power lift as a kid?
No, I just got
That would
into
be
that.
weird.
I know, right? No, I actually danced and I did a lot of arts growing up. So like I played a ton of instruments, but not for a long time. So I don't ever really mention it because then people are like,
Wait,
"Oh,
what do you play, Gio? What do you play?
So
Let me fall in love with you more.
No, so I played flutes. I played guitar. I played piano. I played mandolin. You know, like those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played that, and then I did ballet, and I did this like traditional Mexican dance called folclorico. But I didn't stick to any of that. And then when I got into high school, I really got into drugs, and I thought that was really rad. And then my grades started getting really shitty.
What drugs did you get into?
So I really got into weed. I was a big time pothead. And then I was like, oh shit, there's cocaine. Cool, let me try that. And I was like,
In high school?
Shit. Yeah, I tried it once. And then I tried acid once. And then I tried crystal once. Crystal meth, I think. Yeah, it was rough.
You did meth, Gio?
I think so. Like one time. And then I was like, oh shit, some of these are really cool. Like, let me just stop. And then I wanted to turn my life around. I didn't spiral downwards at any, like, at all. And then it was like, I started getting scouted from my high school because I was really tall. I think I've always been this tall. So like, do you want to play basketball? I'm like, oh shit, yeah, let's try that. And I didn't like contact sports. Yeah. I was a kid that like, as soon as I got the ball, they rush and they try to take the ball. I'm like, dude, just take it. I don't want it. Just fucking take the ball. And then I tried out for volleyball, and then I loved it because there's no contact.
Your body was made for volleyball.
For volleyball, yeah, I'm
big
really
butt, tall.
Is that what you need, a big butt?
You need a big butt to play volleyball.
Yeah.
I am also surprised like you, but we're wrong. Kids in high school do coke.
I think not in my high school because we didn't have that kind of money in my high school.
We didn't either.
Where did you get coke? Like, where do you get the money for cocaine?
I don't know. I just had friends that had brothers and older sisters, and it was like, you want to try it?
Oh, but you were also a hot chick in high school, huh?
No, I wasn't. I was not. I don't even think I'm a hot chick now.
Well, then you're wrong. Sorry.
But I really rude. No, but I was not like at all popular or like I wasn't that person.
Do you know what's crazy? There's a girl that went to my high school who was similar to you, really tall, like she was a basketball star, tall, dorky, like, you know, whatever. And then she graduated high school and became a Victoria's Secret model.
Of course.
Shit.
And dated Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah.
Wait, she went Nina Agdal?
No, Erin Heatherton. She's such a sweetheart. I love her. But it's like, it's those tall dorks that they trick you.
I didn't do shit though. Like, I didn't become a Victoria's Secret model or just a model at all.
But you could have been.
Thank you. I love this room. You guys are really nice.
Khalyla, sometimes do you ever need, like when you go somewhere, hype up music? Like I get music in my ear and it just gets me going, like hyped up. And if it's really good sound quality, it's all the better.
All the time. I need it for life in general, at the gym, when I'm cycling, all of it.
When the world outside gets too loud, something I love to do is create my own soundtrack by popping in my Raycon wireless earbuds. Sometimes you just need upbeat music to pump you up before you see people or to stay calm, like with a guided meditation or whatever.
What I love about these Raycons is that I have really sensitive ears, so I need a very specific type of gel tip to go in there. And I love the comfort of the Raycons. When I just came back from a long 5-hour flight, I had no ear issues at all, which I usually have with other earbuds.
And Raycons have a 32-hour battery life, so you can listen to what you want, when you want, for like a really long time. And they start at half the price of other premium audio brands, but they sound just as good. Like that is insane to me. And Raycons come with a 45-day happiness guarantee, so you really can't lose. Give them a try. You'll see what we mean.
You guys, create your own soundtrack with Raycon. Right now, listeners can get 15% off their Raycon order at buyraycon.com/trash. That's buyraycon.com/trash to save 15% on Raycons. Buyraycon.com/trash.
You guys, my biggest conversation starter in my life this year is liquid death. It's so weird. It's like my whole new personality. I bring this everywhere. Oh my God. I was leaving work the other night and I clicked one open and someone was like, are you just drinking a beer on your way to your car to drive home from work? And I was like, oh, no. No, it's this water. So liquid death is literally mountain water in a can. It does.
But it's a cool girl water drink.
Yes.
But here's why. Esther likes to give the illusion of not being sober.
Yeah, I like to seem fun,
right.
but I'm not.
But it's water and good for you. You may start noticing there are strange tall boys of beers in the bottled water section of your local stores. Well, it's not beer. It's actually mountain spring water from the Alps, and it's called Liquid Death. Why is it called Liquid Death, Esther?
Because they're going to brutally murder your thirst. And also their infinitely recyclable tall boy cans are help bringing death to plastic bottles.
They also donate 10% of the profits from every can sold to help kill plastic pollution.
You can go to liquiddeath.com/trash to get a free set of koozies with your first order of any case of water.
Or just grab some at any Whole Foods or 7-Eleven.
liquiddeath.com/trash. I love both the mountain water and the sparkling water. Is so bubbly, crispy. It'll blow your mind. So I didn't realize that other kids in school were doing cocaine. Like, that to me is so crazy and scary. And then one morning at school, this girl that I was friends with when I did pom-poms, but I hadn't talked to her in like a year, I ran into her. You know, do you ever remember like when you got to school, you'd like hang out in the cafeteria before the day started? Some people would buy breakfast. You know what I'm talking about? You're looking at me like I'm...
I was sprinting from morning practice. I didn't have those liberties.
I was always late to class.
I smelled like chlorine.
All right, sorry.
But that's what the cool kids did? You could tell me what the cool kids did.
I think
You were a cool kid?
No.
Esther was popular.
No, I wasn't.
And
Yeah, you did
beloved.
pom-poms.
Pom-poms.
That
Is
was
it like-
freshman year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually the popular
popular.
chick.
No. We were the dorks. So this girl, I hadn't seen her, and she's like, hey, I'm like, oh my God, how have you been, Brittany? Like, I haven't seen you in so long. She's like, I'm doing really well. I'm sober now. Like, I quit Coke. And I'm like, that's amazing. That's really cool. And like, I'm 15. I've never talked to someone who said that before in my life. So I just like, for me, the natural next question was like, oh, like, how long has it been? Or when was the last time you did it? And she's like, this morning.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, okay, I'm going to go get a breakfast sandwich.
Oh, shit.
You know, Bobby said that he started meth at 11.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I didn't know the kids in Poway, California were into that stuff.
Well,
but
where's Poway?
it's like, well, in San Diego, but he lived in like a country club. So they were like affluent kids around. So they had access to just about everything.
Wait, Bobby lived in a country club?
Yeah, he grew up well.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's what him and I had in common.
That's really weird. So
Yeah.
then did he also lose it like you
Yeah.
did? He did?
Yeah.
What does lose it mean? What's the it? What did you
Well,
lose?
Bobby and I we both come from like affluent beginnings. Like when we were like for me at least, like my dad was very, was a wealthy man. But then around the age of 10 or 8 to 10, we lost it all. So we went from everything to like nothing, 1-bedroom, cockroach infested home.
Oh, shit.
Bobby didn't lose it quite like that because I think that his parents still did okay. They still remained like middle class.
I was broke the whole time.
Hell yeah. Where'd you grow up?
East LA.
Where?
In the hood.
In the hood.
Yeah, are you familiar with East LA?
A little bit.
Do you know where the City of Commerce is?
Yes.
Okay, like I was right on the borderline of Commerce in East LA. Like it was just so hood.
That's where my fiance goes to gamble
Yeah?
all
Yeah.
night long. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
Or is it bad?
No, it's fine. I don't
Okay,
care. But he
okay.
recently had to drive me to a surgery at 5 a.m. And so his plan the night before was he went to Commerce, stayed up all night, and then drove me at 5 a.m. And I was like, okay, I guess that's romantic.
That
I
is
don't know.
romantic, yeah.
Wait, Dave is so different from you.
I know.
It's crazy because he went to the Winter Olympics and actually didn't he go watch it? Didn't he go travel somewhere to watch it?
No, that was a prank.
What happened there?
Wait, what are you talking about?
In my head, and maybe I have the wrong person in mind, I thought that Dave went to some Winter Olympics and watched it there.
Should we call him and see?
Like as in participated or was a
was
spectator?
as a spectator.
Okay.
I thought he traveled somewhere.
I feel like he did as a prank, and I don't know if I'm right or if you're thinking of someone else.
Sometimes my memory does
watch the Olympics
not
as a
serve me
prank?
well.
Well, let's see. My little gambling prankster.
Hello?
Hi, Dave.
Yes, Esther.
Hi. Did you go to the Winter Olympics
Did I go to the Winter Olympics?
As a spectator.
as a spectator?
No, I did not.
Did you do a prank where you pretended you went to the Winter Olympics?
I did, but I wouldn't really consider it a prank.
Okay, well, you pranked Khalyla, and now it's coming back to bite you in the ass 2 years later because you're in trouble.
But I thought I was being obvious because I like took pictures. It was like I took a picture of like a ear on TV or something.
Well, I guess Khalyla is just a big dummy then. All right, love you. Bye.
Wow.
I can't believe you remember that, and it stuck with you.
I downloaded into my heart as
You
Dave
did.
is an adventurous person because he went with a friend without Esther to watch the Winter Olympics.
Well, but the thing is he would do something like that. So you're right. Like, and he's a big traveler. He's yeah. But I am not like that.
I love how that you guys address each other by your first name. Just to like, what is that?
I know. I love
Why?
how you weren't sure if that's who you're calling Dave. Like, you
I
needed
always do
confirmation.
that. I always. We're very formal. Like, I don't know.
Well, how does a sex initiation happen?
Oh
now?
my god. Like,
Are you ready to go into the bedroom and
honestly,
undress?
yes.
Oh,
No, like, how do you? I don't know. How do you do it?
how do I do it? Well, don't flip it on me. I asked you first.
Wait, I do want to know, Geo.
So our sex life has changed a lot. Now it's like I just want to fuck, and then we were just like, oh shit, let's go. It's
Yeah, I
that
feel like
easy.
it's more like, hey, should we? Meet me there.
Right. That's like, I like
Meet
that.
me in that room.
I do like that approach. I think that Bobby and I are having an issue with not laughing. Like, everything is a joke in the house. So it's hard to get into the mood. Because if I were to initiate and say something like, or do anything like that, he would laugh. Or if he were to do the same, I would laugh. And then the feeling is gone. There's no sense of seriousness. And I feel like we need that.
The same issue.
Really?
Yes. I am the perpetrator though.
How?
Exclusively. Like I just like try to be funny or like
Yeah.
like with that one like the one of the times where we role played like I twisted it into like that I was robbing him. Like just kidding, I'm here to rob you. Like and it just makes
How
me
did it
laugh.
start though? Was it like, hey, how did you walk into my house? Was it like that?
It was like, hey, I'm from down the street. Like I've just been loose in the neighborhood. I need somewhere to go.
Were you like a puppy?
No, I wasn't, but that is an interesting pitch for our lives. But I know I'm like you, like it's I'm still very like silly and almost like childlike with like I'm immature about it.
I think that's what it is. Bobby and I are so immature that it takes away the sexual energy. It just zaps it from the room. It just robs the room because we're just so stupid.
yeah.
Like, how do you do that? And even when we're touching each other, we're still giggling and laughing. I'm like, oh, we suck at this.
Have you guys done any interesting, unique role plays lately that you can enlighten us with?
I think nothing can beat, the shoemaker scenario. Bobby makes me a clogs maker from like the 1700s.
What is hot about that?
So he's an
So you're the one-
aristocrat,
okay.
and I go door to door, and I offer him different designs of clogs.
Are you naked when you're doing this?
No. I'm a professional.
she's well dressed.
I'm well dressed.
Okay.
I'm like a very, very revered shoemaker.
Do you have the costume or you're just in this clothing, but then we just use our imagination?
Oh yeah, I don't have the it's just all imagination. But we
Okay.
really buy into it. We buy in hard.
What is hot about it?
He's not him and I'm not me. That's what's hot about it. It's like I am completely like I'm not Khalyla, And he's Sir Brandon from so and so.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think that's what makes it. I'm not sure if it's the healthy approach, but we'd rather fuck other people so we become other people.
I think that is healthy.
That
I
is
think that's
healthy.
the most healthy is just saying it flat out
Yeah.
and then like how do we address it and then you
Yeah.
just do it.
Unfortunately, when he gets down there, it's the same hairy asshole he has to see every time. He's like, wow, no matter who it is, they all have hairy assholes.
Have you guys role played lately?
No, we haven't role played lately, but I'm really, Esther, you give me a scenario and I promise you I will test it out with Bobby. Geo, you give me one, you give me one. Who am I? Who is he? And I promise you, hand on heart, that I will give it a go.
I mean, I'll just go with the cliche one.
Which one?
You're his secretary
Okay.
and you just didn't meet your deadline and he's pissed. Mm-hmm. And he's just going to give it to you.
Wait, what does he do for a living?
He's a crypto
Okay.
guy. He does that for a living. And you were supposed to submit some reports.
Yeah.
And
You sound like you've never had a job.
She used to work in a bank.
She's-
You should know this stuff, Geo.
you had to submit reports.
yeah, like the fucking analytics. You know what reports I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You know the reports.
Yeah,
They need reports.
And how does he punish me?
He's gonna bend you over the desk.
Yeah.
And you're getting punished from behind. He's like, why didn't you submit the fucking data on time?
Do I say I have the same hairy asshole as always? Or have I shaved this day?
Yeah, no, you have to shave.
All right.
Yeah, it has to be smooth. It has to be different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I can give that a go. I'll tell you how that works with cryptos. I can give them a whole list of AAV, SNX. It's not working out for me.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Esther.
Bobby is he's down on his luck.
Okay.
And he is he's a waiter and he's just kind of lonely, and then you're a ghost. And you're like, I am the ghost and I'm here to make your life better. What would you like to do?
A ghost mom then.
A ghost mentor.
Okay.
And then
But how would he feel any type of pleasure having sex with a translucent
You sound like you've never been alive.
or had sex?
I think a ghost is a role play I just haven't heard about. I think you guys, here's the opportunity with Bobby and Khalyla, like they will go there.
I love what you just did. Because I went like super like normal, kind
Traditional.
of boring.
Which was
and you
hot.
went the other way.
But it's like
you gave them a scale to pick from.
they're the people to experiment with. They'll
Okay.
do it.
Yeah.
okay.
They really will.
We will reenact the scene from Deer Hunter. You know what I mean? Vietnam, bloodied up, like soldiers. I can be a dude.
That's
like,
hot.
Yeah. Yeah. So who do I report to after I do these?
This podcast audience.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you'll give it to Bobby in her scenario, and then in my scenario, Bobby gives it to you.
The ghost is the top in the
Aggressor.
scenario.
Okay.
Aggressor.
Is that good?
That's not really the artist's original intention, but
Oh, let's not flip it. Give it to her how you want to give it to her.
I think that like you're the ghost and you're just like whatever you want to do today.
Okay.
And then he's like kind of a
How did I die?
Oh,
Very
that was
pertinent
good.
to the storyline.
I think that actually your death had something to do with Bobby's character, and that's why you're sort of there in his life. But in part 2, we'll find out how you died.
Oh, maybe he
Okay.
fed her like rat poisoning on accident. Like he didn't even know he served it to her.
Yeah, because he's a bad waiter.
Oh, he did it on purpose.
Oh,
Yes, he has done that. He has.
he's poisoned you
well, no, he's
on purpose.
I think like in his job back in the day, he like put a roach in the coffee grinder.
I've heard that one.
Yeah, because he was really angry.
She
at
was the
somebody.
customer.
And I was the customer, and I died from some type of cockroach plague. And then now I'm taking revenge. So I will bait him into sex, but I'm gonna rip his dick off his
Yes.
body after,
I like it.
and then make him put it in the coffee grinder.
Oh God,
Took a dark turn.
this is
but
like sounding like how you play with your Barbies. It's like okay, we'll
leave
just-
Lisa alone, Esther.
Well, speaking of food, we have our foods from Japan right now. So,
What?
and there's an extra game with this one if for one of the dishes. So, we'll let Esther go first, just for fun. Choose your color of.
Oh shit, we're eating shit?
Choose your color. Choose your color. You don't get to touch it until it's
Pink.
All right, you want the pink one?
Yeah,
And let me
What
get
is
on
that?
the mic.
What is that, Esther?
I don't know.
Show it to me.
It's organic and vegan.
Ew, is it natto?
I can't do
No,
natto.
no.
Yes,
It's
Are you
natto?
xenophobic, Esther? This is in honor of Japan. But if you
Natto is rough. If you do well in this game, Esther, you don't have to eat that. Is that how it goes, George?
Just
So
eat it.
This is the only
You
one
got
that has a
this.
game going with it. So
Did I pick the worst one? Like,
No,
is the
n-
next one like mochi or something?
only one way to find out.
Let me put it to you this way. Natto doesn't taste bad. It just feels bad.
And it looks gnarly as fuck.
a little snotty.
It's super snotty, dude.
Yeah.
All right, behind the line right there.
Hold on.
One chance for a 5.
Oh my God!
Esther, look,
You have to do a
before you
gymnastics
do
move,
it,
though.
have Gio give her the pep talk. You're team captain.
Okay. All right, baby girl. You got this. Look at me. You No, you can do this. Let's go, okay? You got this. You have to point your toes. Do the gymnastic twirls.
Do you have it? Like, I don't even know how this.
Use 2 hands, Esther.
You
Two hands.
No,
And
I
here,
believe
another
in you.
thing.
You got this.
When you throw it, you're not looking at what you're throwing. You're looking straight at the target. What do you want to hit? And keep your eyes on that, and let your hands follow through.
No, I say you just close your eyes. You'll get it. Trust me. Aim high and like let it arch.
I believe in you. I believe in you.
You got this.
I'm so scared I can't throw it.
That was so good. That was so close. That was so close.
Kind of hit the 5 and bounced off.
Is it even possible though to make it? Because maybe George is setting us
Yes,
up.
I practiced.
I think that.
Why don't we all open the food and then we'll eat it?
Esther, to make you feel better, I have drunkenly thrown a dart at someone's chest before.
What the fuck?
Well, it just happened to be. Oh, that's a 3. George, you eat the fucking natto.
I will. I got an extra one.
Here.
I'll eat it with you if it makes you feel better.
Yeah, but wait, what did you get?
Do you want to know?
Oh, I got
What the
candy.
fuck is this?
Are you
What is
serious?
this? What is this?
That is Goya. That is the secret of long life in Okinawa. Here's a knife to cut it up with. It's a bitter melon.
Oh,
Oh, I
okay.
love ampalaya. We call it ampalaya. It's bitter
I see
melon. I
yours?
like
Well, how do
that.
I cut this?
Here, give me the natto. Would you like to at least try it, Esther?
It is
After
organic
you.
and vegan. How
Are
many
you
times do I
vegan?
have to say organic and vegan before you'll give it a go?
And you love natto, you said? You like it?
No.
Oh, no. But I made the mistake once of thinking that I really do eat everything and anything.
Oh, yuck. That stinks, too.
Here, we'll just open one then and we'll share that one.
Do I
George.
just bite this?
Yeah.
Khalyla's lollipop is good.
Yeah, I don't think you
Natto
have to.
girl.
I don't think you have to eat it. But you're not a bitch. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not a bitch, Gio.
Are you challenging me too? Because I'm not a bitch either.
I know
I'm
you're
not a bitch either.
I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch.
Look, Esther.
Coco, what is that?
Natto.
Oh, that's all over your mic, girlfriend. Oh shit, it's still
Oh
on.
my god.
Look, it doesn't taste bad. The consistency is just, ooey gooey. Here, pass it, Gio.
Oh,
Do it,
fuck
Gio.
me. I'm not a bitch. I'm not a bitch. How many little balls did you eat? Fuck it, I'm
2.
doing. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, God, it's like cheesy looking. It was strings. Okay, it's our favorite sponsor, Hello Magic Spoon, one of my most prized meals that I eat after a busy day. Magic Spoon, I freaking love you. Look, we're all trying to eat better, but healthy breakfast doesn't have to be boring because Magic Spoon has the amazing flavors you love, but without all the bad stuff. The fruity flavor, I'm obsessed. You guys, I've been trying to cut down on carbs, sugar, all the unhealthy stuff, but you know that I still have that taste. I need it. I need the taste. That's why I have Magic Spoon probably 3 times a week. And growing up, cereal was like the best part of being a kid. I don't want to lose that, okay? I'm already like getting old. I don't need to also lose the joys from my youth.
Magic Spoon has 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving, only 140 calories a serving. It's keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, and low-carb. You can build your own box or get a variety pack with available flavors such as cocoa, fruity, frosted, peanut butter, blueberry, and cinnamon. And pro tip, if you mix the cocoa with the peanut butter, you have peanut butter cups.
Wait, Magic Spoon is also bringing back 2 super popular flavors, the cookies and cream and the maple waffle.
Permanently.
You guys should make sure you get these again and try them for the first time because they're delicious and indulgent.
Go to magicspoon.com/Tuesday to grab your delicious meal and try it today. And be sure to use our promo code Tuesday at checkout to save $5 off your order.
And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked.
Remember, get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/Tuesday and use the code Tuesday to save $5 off. Thank you, Magic Spoon, for sponsoring this episode.
I think we should try it. No.
Come on, you gotta try it.
You should try it.
This is so fucked up. This is like abuse.
No, it's not.
It's a we all did it.
I really
Okay, will
One
this make
bean.
you feel
One
better?
bean.
They're kind of lentily, like lentils.
It smells bad, you guys.
It didn't smell bad.
Yes, it does.
And then it has an aftertaste of like a little bit of coffee.
I can't do the smell. I can't.
Esther, you love everything Japanese.
I'm gagging from the smell. I'm gagging from the smell. I'm gagging. I'm not
Here,
kidding you, I
George.
had like a vomit gag. Oh my god, it's happening again.
It's just fermented soybean.
No, but
Suck
you
on
know
your
this.
lollipop.
What is the smell? What is that smell?
Soybean.
Have you smelled durian or stinky tofu?
Oh, we had durian here. Didn't I think I lost that game. Yeah.
Have you tried stinky tofu?
I
what's
had. I can
that?
do stinky tofu. I can't do
Fermented
durian.
tofu, and it smells like literal human feces.
Yeah.
That has been sitting in your car for like 20 years.
It is pretty rough.
I think I prefer human feces to natto. The smell wise.
Do you want me to give you some human feces?
I mean, I smell it every day, so it's like I'm more familiar and it's more.
I feel like we can tolerate our own shit versus other people. Like, I can smell my shit all day. Mm-hmm. But if
Oh,
I smell
really?
like someone else's shit, I don't want to smell that.
Yes. My farts aren't nasty though. I
But what
gotta
about
say.
your
So I think
shit,
that's
though?
why. Or maybe I just think that because they're mine. But I never really feel as though like I know some people have very like heavy on the protein.
Bart, my husband,
Rough. It's like the cloud sticks to the wall.
he has to fan out his fucking pants to get it out because it clings onto the fabric.
One time I had a really big crush on this boy named Michael. And he played football. And the first time that he actually paid attention to me, I smelled a fart trapped in jeans. And I could not view him any other way. I hate that smell.
A
Fart
smell
and denim.
will turn you off from a person
forever.
so fast and forever.
Forever.
You've brought this up before, the topic of super smellers. Mm-hmm.
It's been a problem in my life.
Me too.
You guys are both super smellers?
Yes.
It is like the biggest source of my anxiety is smelling things. It's like I'm so jealous of people who don't smell stuff because I feel like I would be a happier person if I didn't.
I think so too. Like, here's another one of my smelling triggers is if I walk into an elevator with people and a smell of scalp.
Oh my God, I know what you're talking about.
It automatically puts me in a bad like headspace.
Scalp?
Scalp.
Bobby
And I know
looks
it's
like he
really
smells
weird
like
to
scalp.
say.
Like someone's head.
Someone's head. I don't like the smell of head. I don't know. So, and what happens, how it manifests into anxiety is that I wash my head 3 times a day. And
What?
it's a problem because I don't like the smell of head. Does that make sense?
No.
Esther, you're a super smeller. You should understand. What's the smell that other people don't usually care about that you care about?
Fire. Why is that a joke? I just like came out with the most like my most triggering anxiety, and everyone is literally like falling out of their chair.
People often run at the smell of fire.
Oh,
So you're saying just like a backyard barbecue would trigger you?
yes, like any kind of, I guess, smoke smell. Like people are like, oh, I love the smell of a fireplace or like
Oh, yeah.
a barbecue. No, like that smell, I can't think about anything else other than that smell. Like, where is it coming from? What is it? Like, what are people doing? Who's doing it? That is a really bad one. Any kind of like chemically smell that I don't know what it is. That's to me the biggest thing. It's like, if I don't know what the source of a smell is, I will go crazy. And I know I've talked to people. I know Whitney Cummings has this, but not with smell, I think it's with sound. Like, that's a common one. I think like people like, I hear something, I can't stop, or like they can't sleep unless it's pitch black. Like they have like little things. For me, it's always smell. Like if I smell something and I don't know what it is, I can't focus on anything else other than.
Does the anxiety come from the fact that if you were able to identify it, would you be less anxious?
Yeah.
If someone told you, Esther, this is the smell of black mold, you'd be like, okay, black mold, now I know what it is.
That's an interesting example you've presented.
It could kill you.
I don't know if that applies. I think it helps, but it just kind of depends on the case.
Because there's a woman that that researchers are actually working with, and she's considered to be a super smeller, but she can smell Parkinson's, early onset
the fuck?
Parkinson's in
She's a
people even
dog.
before the symptoms.
How?
And how it happened was she fell in love with a man and who was the love of her life, but like about 10 years in, when they were in their 30s, she was repulsed suddenly by the way he smelled. And she was like, nothing has changed. Now I can't even be around this guy without feeling repulsed by a certain smell that he's giving off. Wow. And it turns out that there is a chemical change in your body that happens when you have Parkinson's that gives off a smell that she is able to detect in people. And now they're working with her and other super smellers because they're linking, like, you know, this guy wasn't even symptomatic yet until later on his life. But she was able to know the scent of early Parkinson's.
Holy.
So you might be a mutant X-Men.
I feel like I genuinely believe that I could do that. Like, I'm not even kidding. I think if she can do it, I believe I could do it.
Yeah.
I believe I could smell what she's smelling.
What
ahead.
makes you a super smeller? Like, what indicators are like, what the hell?
Like, you ever go into, like, for instance, me and my niece or Bobby, they can't smell shit I'm smelling. And I go around little, like, drives me crazy, but we have a couch and I will smell every single inch of it looking for a scent that I can't pin. I'm like, there is a smell somewhere here. And they're like, you're going crazy. And I'm like, no, it's a scent of something. And I'm smelling, and I'll go around the house searching for what the source of the smell. And I usually find it. And they're like, oh, you were right.
Yeah.
Or if there is an accident, because we have a puppy, let's say I could smell it even before I walk through the door. Like, there is, and maybe that's because I have a really big nose.
You do not have a big nose
I
at
do.
all.
I mean, a long nose. I mean, maybe this is a very, very efficient instrument.
I don't think it's to do with that, but
You don't have.
But yeah, I can smell things ahead of time and before anyone can detect it, and it drives me fucking crazy.
But I don't think super smeller is like something that like scientific, you know, like it's not like, oh, I'm double jointed, like it's this or that. I just have noticed throughout my life that I smell everything. I smell things people don't smell. Like, it
Do I smell to you?
no, not at all.
I
Also,
forgot to wear
body,
deodorant.
also BO doesn't bother me.
she loves it.
It's
good.
actually very comforting to me because I know, I'm like, oh, I know what that is. That's just a person. Like, that's not going to hurt me.
Yeah, just apocrine glands.
I
that's all.
actually wonder, this was because I've talked about this with Whitney a lot, and she always talks about like ancestral trauma and like how she has things that happen back like in her family that like affect her. And I wonder if my mom was like anxious or something, and that is probably what passed on to me.
The anxiety.
Yeah. I think that's probably what happened.
Totally. And yeah, well, that's not even passed down during pregnancy. That's just passed down from like living with someone who's anxious. Because like even my mom, all of her shit, like, you know, she would always outwardly talk about planes crashing. So like my whole life, I've always been like, oh, anytime I'm on a plane, I'm like, goodbye, world.
I had that too for a long time because when I was little, my sister, I had the meanest like bullying sister. One time we were flying, and right when the plane was about to take off, she turned to me and she's like, you know, sometimes when planes take off, they just blow up and everyone dies. And that has never left me.
That's exactly what my mom would say.
what?
Yeah. Plane crashes were a big topic in my household all the time.
I just got that. I just got this fear of flying and dying like recently. I
Really?
wasn't like that before at all.
Before or after you had a kid?
After. But I don't even think it has anything to do with me leaving him behind.
I am a professional fear of flying. Let me give you my advice.
Okay. Wait, did you get over it though?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I'm not scared of flying at all anymore. And I was very, very, very scared for like a long time. Two things. One, if you're on a flight and you feel turbulence, that has absolutely nothing to do with the safety of a plane. So now when there's turbulence and bumps, I just enjoy it. I enjoy the ride.
Why doesn't it have anything to do with it?
Because it's like I don't know the exact reason, but it has to do with physics. It's literally like if you're driving in a car and you just drive over a bump, it's just like that. It's not going to it doesn't affect the safety of the plane. It will not cause a crash. It will not affect the mechanics of the plane. It's just like if you drove on a bumpy road.
Okay.
It's very normal.
I like that.
In terms of being afraid of a crash when you get on a plane, you have to think about how many planes take off and land around the world every single day, every hour of the day are so many. Play the odds. What are the odds that when all day, every day, hundreds, if not thousands of planes are taking off and landing, why would you end up on one that's randomly just going to crash all of a sudden? Play the odds. It's just not, it's not going to happen. That helps.
I'm going to add a number 3 to that.
Okay.
Which really helped me as watching the Weather Channel was in order to categorize hurricanes, you know how they do it? They send a plane up there
That is fucked
to
up.
measure in the fucking eye of the storm.
Are you
and
serious?
around it.
Is there a person in this plane?
Yeah, it's a person. It's like a plane that's supposed to pick up weather data. And so planes are safer in air than on the ground. That's why I think when the one in Puerto Rico happened, they were trying to get all planes off of the airport tarmac.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they're safer up in the air, even in severe weather.
What the fuck?
That's
Why?
They're built to fly.
Right.
They're built to be in the clouds, to handle the turbulence, to do all of that. So I'm like, if a plane can be in a Category 5 storm and gather all this data,
Then
I'm fine.
It's not gonna. Yeah, you're so right. The other thing is, I always think facts and money. There's so much money riding on like the business of air travel that those companies will do whatever the fuck it takes to not have a crash, because that will be so bad for business.
Optics.
So I get all this.
Okay.
I understand it logically.
Yeah.
As soon as I feel this fucking plane move, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking die.
Wait, but have you guys, a question for you, Esther, have you ever flown Spirit Airlines?
Yes, fuck that.
Because
fuck
that
you,
shit, yeah. I thought
Sorry,
I was
you're
over my fear of
sponsored.
flying, and I took a flight to Vegas once on Spirit, and that shit
Fuck
brought me
Spirit.
back to
Wait,
base.
What are you guys saying? Because just because an airline is cheaper doesn't mean that the fucking turbulence is more.
Yes, I have a theory. Have you flown Spirit?
No, what's your theory?
Because here's my theory, is that some airlines, when they feel the turbulence, they're like, yeah, pilots out there, please correct me if I'm wrong. They're like, we're willing to spend a little bit more fuel to rise up above the turbulence. And I don't think Philippine Airlines or Spirit Airlines does this, because they go right through the turbulence. They're like, we don't have
like
the fuel
budget.
to waste, the budget for this.
okay. That theory is pretty good, and I do want to know if that's true.
I've never had a nice, calm flight on Spirit Airlines.
Is that really true?
I swear to you.
And they're always late.
oh,
They're
yeah,
always
days late.
fucking late. Fuck you.
Should we take a banana break?
Yes, let's take a banana
What's
break.
going on with bananas?
Geo, on this show, when feelings are heightened and emotions are high, we take our potassium break.
I do have sweaty palms just thinking about this
Thank you.
flight that I haven't booked yet.
But that's just, you and I are the same in that way. It's just irrational fear. You can't intellectualize yourself out of
that's true.
the anxiety you
and it
feel.
makes sense. It's like I always do think like, well, we are just little animals, so like we're not meant to be up in the sky.
You know?
So it makes sense that we're scared.
Okay, thank you guys. I appreciate this.
But you get into this metal contraption called a car every day.
Oh, and I'm trying to die.
What?
I'm trying to go fast. I'm trying not to be late, but I'm in
saying.
control.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
So if I was flying the plane, I don't give a fuck what the people in the back feel.
You
where
should,
I'm
because
going.
they're scared if you're flying it.
I'll work for Spirit. I don't give a fuck. We're going through the fucking hurricane.
You said that you live in Vegas. I've been curious my whole life. What the fuck is it like living in Vegas? I know Khalyla, you lived there briefly. Like,
Okay, what do you imagine it to be like? Because I think that's more interesting.
is there
What do you
Like-
think my life is
okay?
like in Vegas?
I think you wake up and like far in the distance you see the glimmering lights of the Vegas Strip.
so. In the daytime, all these lights are really bright.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're like, it's just right outside town, and we can dip in whenever we want. But you try to go about your daily life and get your cup of joe and head to work, but you're always a little distracted by the glimmering lights across the way. And sometimes you give in to temptation and you head on over and you have a fun time.
With who? Like gambling? With like shows, hookers?
You walk the strip, you stop at CVS, you get a bottle of water, and you walk through the casinos, and you just kind of take it all in. Like, wow, I live here. This is my home.
You're not far off.
Really?
Yeah, you're really not far off. So I definitely wake up and I could see the strip, but
Is
it's
that
like
true?
really far away. Yeah, I can see the strip.
Am I psychic this week?
Yeah, I think you are. I think I gave you all the information. I do, and I look at that, and then I don't want to be anywhere near the strip though, because it's trash. And it's yucky and it's icky, and there's
Really?
drunk people, and there's. Ew. But like I live in super suburban like family town, so it's really cool, filled with parks, and it's really fucking hot.
And the backdrop is quite beautiful
It
because you have red rocks, basically. Like you
Yeah.
have such great hiking there. Nature's great there. It's like a beautiful desert.
That's my backyard, the Red Rocks.
That sounds really actually nice to me. How do you tolerate like the 120-degree days?
Well, it's not. I didn't realize how humid California was. Like,
Compared
it's
to that.
thick air out here. And I was born and raised here, so I just never thought anything of it. I was always like, oh shit, like my hair's always curly out here. And then I go to Vegas for like a few months, and my fucking boogers are all
Bloody.
crusty and bloody and dry, and like my skin's fucked up. I look 10 years older because it's dry as shit. And then I come back here, and it's really thick air. So it could be 80s or 90s out here, and I can't stand it. But out there, because it's super dry, it just feels like you're in like a sauna, and you can like tolerate it. So I'll deal with that 120 degrees and instead of 90 out here. Yeah.
I for some reason I just have this imaginary version of my life in my head where I live in Vegas and I'm a dancer and I do
Like this.
What kind of dancer?
Well, I take ballet class in the morning because I'm serious about my art, but then at night, then during the day I audition to be in one of the big Vegas revues, and you know I go watch the big Vegas dance shows because I dream of one day being in one. So I'm like an aspiring dancer in my dream.
I have a question for you guys. Since we've all been with our partners for a really, really long time, right? Are there any moments where you want to test if you still got it?
Yes.
I feel like that's something maybe that no one wants to admit to, but we all feel like we put ourselves in situations and you walk away and you're like, yeah, I still got it.
Oh,
I am
like
highly
that.
I am highly desired still.
Oh,
I
like
don't
from
know
outside.
anymore.
I thought inside because sometimes I'll be like for example, if I get my makeup done at work, the first thing I want to do is just get it off my face. But then when I'm done, but then sometimes I'll be like, well, I'll just keep it on so that and see if Dave is like extra nice to me tonight or something.
Yeah.
Like I'll do those kinds of things, or like I'll put on like the cuter outfit around the house just to be like, see if I feel like I still got it. But you're saying like flirt with a guy.
Not even flirt. Just put yourself in a position to possibly get flirted with.
Oh, I love that. I want to do that.
And we should. We should all, three of us, go somewhere and see if we still got it.
I want to do this. First of all, I never had it. I've never flirted with a stranger, but I want to see if I can do it.
What the fuck are you guys talking about? Of course you have it. Like, you got it.
Well, I don't
Like,
know.
I want to kiss you and I'm down. Like, you got it.
Thank you, Geo.
Yeah, you guys got it for sure.
So I don't need outside Esther. Maybe we don't need external.
I mean, if you want to have
validation.
fun, do it. For me, I'm just like, I hate people. So I'm like, don't even fucking look in my direction. That's me.
Like, I want to know if let's say we're in Vegas and we're in the Chandelier Bar at the Cosmo, right? I just wonder if I'm going to get hit on by fucking trolls and gargoyles, or if a nice, handsome gentleman will approach me. Like, I don't know, like, what kind of got it I got.
That one I do like. Like, what's your pool?
Yeah, like, what's my
I
pull
like
these
that.
days? I don't know anymore because I've been with someone since 28 years old. Is my pull at 36 the same as 28?
Gotcha. I want to do that one. I want to test what my pool is because I always get gargoyles and trolls
Me too.
all the time. And I want the fine guy that's fucking rich. And he's like, you see that fucking Rolls Royce out there?
Yeah.
Want to have a good night? Like, that's the guy I want. I never had that guy.
How about
want that
this? How about
guy.
this? We just honk the horn. You say, Dave, this is very innocent. You say, Bart, just,
He's
let
down.
me have. And then I just want to see.
Yeah, he won't care. Dave would not care.
Bart wouldn't
sadly.
care either.
And then we can assess. We can statistically assess it after. It's like Geo got 3 gargoyles and one 8.
I'm so down. Can we record this?
Yes.
I'm super down. What can we wear? Like, do we have any limits? Because like, if I wear a come fuck me now outfit, like for sure we're gonna.
it's gonna be a come fuck me now outfit.
Oh yeah, are you
No.
kidding? It
I'm
has
not gonna
to be.
roll out in fucking, you know what I mean, dungarees. I'm gonna be like a 10 out of 10 in my eyes.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
10 as I can get, I will
Yeah.
be 10. It's funny you say Rolls Royce because I am actually so turned off by nice cars that on my first date with Dave, I saw his car and it was a 2002 Honda Civic, and I was like, I love this guy. I fucking love this guy.
What
He's
is
a
it?
badass.
Why?
Because he's not driving some flashy car. He's not trying to impress anybody. He's not throwing his money away. He just doesn't. It's like, you know what it is? Like you're so confident that you don't give a fuck.
But what if he's like he's an enthusiast of like muscle or like the
Would you still have
the
been with him
engineering.
if he rolled up in like a Lambo.
It would have been so tacky to me.
But he's the same exact person. He just drives a Lambo. He's like, Esther, my dad, he passed on this love for cars down to me.
Most likely I'd still be with him because we, it worked. But that I just would be it would be a genuine turn off to me.
Wow.
Genuinely a turn off. What about you?
I once made out with a long bearded man who drove up to my house in a Vespa. So that should tell you all you need to know. I have
taken.
Yeah. And I remember his beard smelled like the food he just ate.
Oh.
And I knew exactly what he ate. I was like, oh, he's had some pizza and wings. And I still did it because it's just, I have no standards, really. I'll do anything. I'll just do.
Period.
Yeah, I'll do it all. I like them all.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, if you've got a good inside, you make me laugh.
Yeah.
That's all I care about
I'll
either.
suck your dick all day.
Same.
Yeah.
Coco.
Yeah.
So are we gonna play the poll game then?
Yeah.
Where do we go? I'm not going to Commerce in that casino. We got to go high end, like
Aria, Win.
Aria. Where do the
wins
kids
old
do
people?
go these days?
Cosmo.
I don't know.
We
Cosmo?
could go to the new one. I want to go to Resorts World, the new one.
Okay, we'll
Okay,
follow
yes.
where she's go. She's the trend. You know the trendy stuff.
We'll come visit you, Geo.
Yeah.
We're just gonna tell Bart. This is innocent.
He doesn't give a fuck. You
I
don't
know
have to
Bobby
tell him
doesn't
anything.
either.
I know.
He'll be like, "Oh, can I watch you guys do it?"
Yeah, Bobby would be like, "Go get with him. Like, leave me.
Same.
Do me a favor."
That's what he would tell me too. He's like, "Let me know if you liked anything he did, and then I'll try it." He doesn't care.
I know.
I'm
Like
down.
sometimes I threaten Bobby. I'm like, I'm going dancing. I'm gonna grind up on some dick. He's like, please do. He's like, get that energy out the way. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, that's Bart too. He's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, you should totally fuck other people, and then tell me what you like."
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm like, "No, that's just weird. I don't want to do that." No, because I don't want you fucking other people. What the hell?
Yeah.
I have to do. I'm on a show where I have a love interest this year. I know.
Wait, do you have to kiss?
Yes, he kissed me. He kissed me. It was so weird. Like, it was weird.
How does it feel? And how does Dave really feel?
The actor playing my love interest, he's this guy, Jason. Oh no.
Don't
What's
say
his last
Momoa.
name? No.
If you say Momoa, girl, I'm on set with you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be whatever you need me to be.
So his name's Jason Blair, and he's super professional. He's such a good actor. He's really tall and handsome. I'm not really into him, right? Like I like him. He's super nice. He's super good looking. Like I love working with him, but he's not like a guy that I'm like, into. But then when we did the scene and he kissed me so confidently, I was like, ah!
What's a confident kiss feel like?
Whenever I have a kissing scene, I'm really nervous and I'm really giddy and like weird. And so I'm like, don't do it. Like, and he just like went in and like gave me like a giant smooch. I was like, oh, okay. And I told Dave, I was like, my co-star kissed me today. And he's like, okay. Then just like, what are we having for dinner? He doesn't care.
Do they teach you how to kiss? Is
No,
there, like,
there's no lessons.
Wait, do you
okay.
talk amongst each other and say, hey, I'm going to go left, you go right?
No, and I didn't even know there was a kiss in that scene. Like, I think it had gotten added or something. Like, or I think I missed that it was in there. So I was really caught by surprise, and which was better for me because, like I said, when I know the kiss is coming, I'm like, but he just kissed me. I was like, a man kissed me.
I mean, ultimately, that's the only good memories I have of being single. It's never sex with other people. It's always making out.
Yeah.
Like, making out's always the best memory I have. I'm like, oh, God, like, if you could bottle that, I could drink an elixir every day.
That's your
I
I think.
agree. And I'm famously a bad kisser. That's what
What
Dave.
makes you a bad kisser?
I get too excited.
do you just tongue
too
down?
much.
Yeah.
I go,
Oh, that's like Bobby.
yeah, I kiss like I'm in junior high.
Bobby is a junior high kisser, too.
Oh yeah, you don't like that. The slobber, right?
Well, he just goes in too hard, too fast. And I like a slow, lippy kiss.
Yeah, I don't. I like to just go crazy. And Dave is always like, yeah, like when we first kissed, like you were really excited. I was like, was it bad? He's like, yeah.
Wait, do you guys still make out with your partners?
Yes. So for me, our whole relationship kind of went backwards. So when we first got together, we
did
were like
anal?
really, absolutely. We started off fucking in the ass. No, we really liked each other, and it was like this soul connection, like right away. So then, like the first month we were together, it was like, I love you. We lived together already, and then we started working together, and then our romantic relationship kind of disappeared for like 5 years. So then we kind of went backwards. So now it's like we're kind of dating all over again.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. So that's when you're asking about role play and all that stuff. I'm like, well, we're barely getting comfortable fucking each other right now. Like going,
Yeah.
I want to fuck you. Like that's like where we're at.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you're like judging me. Like what?
No,
the
I
fuck?
think that's cute. I'm jealous.
That is really cute.
Yeah, we're going backwards right now.
I think it's so easy to forget that that's not just your. To think of them in a romantic way is really a challenge because you're like, nope, he's my best friend. He's my
Yeah.
business partner. He's somebody that I can trust. Super,
Yeah, I go to him with my problems.
Right,
Like,
right.
Well, and
yeah.
you watch him shit and you watch him pick shit out of his nose.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
see all the nasty side. So after a while, you're like, it's not that hot.
He pays the water bill. Like, it's just kind of practical.
That's how I have always. It's been very easy for me to stay loyal. Is that I am so sure that whoever I lust for on the side is simply a fantasy because
Yeah.
that person picks their nose, shits the same way, is just as disgusting, and there is no greener pasture. There
Yeah.
just simply isn't.
It's very true.
Same. Yeah, same
But
shit.
it's still willing to play the pull game in Vegas.
We're still going to Resorts World with
Ooh, Resorts World.
cleavage up and out.
Yep. I'm down.
Okay, we have George has prepared a quick Olympics quiz time game.
I don't know shit about the Olympics.
All right, perfect. Then we'll start with you, Gio.
Let's go.
Wait, we're working as a team though. This is Olympics in the Olympic
You
spirit.
look so angry.
It is?
Your eyebrows.
Well, it's pushing the shit.
You're smiling and pissed at the same time.
Here, I'll keep it like this.
I thought the
How about
Olympic spirit
now?
was extreme competition.
Okay, go Gio first.
Okay, yeah,
Okay, anybody can steal this if she gets it wrong.
for sure. Take it.
When was the Olympics held in Los Angeles? Your choices are 1904, 1932, 1984, or 1996.
84. Final answer.
Los Angeles? No, it wasn't. Okay, chance to steal.
Well, it
Anybody
wasn't
else?
96.
No,
'cause
no,
90
no. It's 1984 is Los Angeles because 1996 was in Georgia and Atlanta.
Yeah, 96 is
I'm a-
Atlanta. I was going to say that.
Yes, Esther, we're
I
both
had the
correct.
Barbie.
Yes.
What
Esther and
Barbie?
I are correct.
The
Olympic Barbie?
1996 was
Right, the Barbie version?
Yeah.
Wait,
The
you just
Olympic-
said 1996, but I said 84.
No, that 96
You're
was
correct,
Oh,
Gio.
gotcha.
That was like Atlanta 96
George, are you
was like
fucking
my...
with me?
We're
Are you
punishing
fucking with me
now.
right
We
now?
gotta punish you.
You don't have the answers?
I know the answers.
1932. Ah, no, it was 1932. What was
No, it's 1984.
Was it the first one you're saying?
Okay.
Because 1992 was Barcelona and then Athens and then Sydney.
How do you know
And I'm sorry,
this?
it's 1992 is Barcelona and then there's Atlanta and then Sydney and then Athens and then Beijing. Yeah,
Why do you know this?
because my whole life has just circled around wanting to be in the Olympics. So I used to do like cutouts of all of the Olympics because that's my one big dream. That didn't happen.
But you're an Olympian in my heart.
Thanks, Gio.
I love you so
I'm gonna be an
much.
Olympic slut in
I
Vegas.
guess we have-
Oh, fuck yeah.
Now, Esther, how many rings are in the Olympic symbol? We are still rolling, guys, just in case you're listening and you
She's going
lost track.
5.
Did you help her?
Okay.
No.
I was going to say 6, but Khalyla said 5.
All right, 6. Did anybody want to steal that one?
I'm gonna go ahead and say 5.
Fuck it. It totally is 5. Because it's 3 on top. 2 on the
blue,
bottom.
yellow, black, green, red.
All right, I'm going to give that
Damn,
one to
you
Khalyla.
really know.
It's my whole life, Gio.
All right, Khalyla. Name 3 gymnastics events.
Oh, floor, uneven bars, balance beam.
All right, we're back to Gio. Who is
Fuck.
this?
I don't know, but he knows how to have a good time.
Oh, is it Ryan Lochte?
Is it Ryan Lochte?
That is a good guess because
that is
he
as
is
close as you can be and still be wrong.
Michael Phelps.
Okay, Esther is on the board with 1.
Was that Michael Phelps? That's not Michael Phelps.
That's
is it?
Michael Phelps.
He's hot. Dude, Ryan Lochte's so hot, but he like went down the drain.
Because he's dumb. He did some dumb things in Brazil and Rio.
Yeah, he was a dick.
All right, now to Esther. What sport is new to the Tokyo Olympics?
Is new.
Oh, I know that one.
Did you just watch it yesterday?
A new Olympic sport?
Yeah.
It's been a sport in existence for a very long time, usually in the extreme setting. Think extreme sports. Think extreme
Karate?
sport.
Jumping. Karate, jumping.
we'll
Fight.
get-
MMA.
No.
Extreme
sports.
She said it though, right?
No, she didn't.
She did it.
No,
Oh,
karate's one of the new ones.
Oh, karate is one of the new ones.
yeah.
Okay.
'cause you
we'll-
know-
we'll
What was the
get
other
it
one?
today.
Yeah.
What's that one?
Skateboarding.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna change
And
out of this while
breakdancing.
we're finishing.
Breakdancing?
Yeah. Isn't breakdancing a new one?
Gio, you're
Am I making this shit
you're
up?
making that shit up.
Why is it
think
so hot to me?
breakdancing.
Like the thought of like the Olympic, like Michael Phelps or Ryan Lochte, but like a few years after when their lives are in shambles. Like that's so hot to me.
Except Michael Phelps' life is not in shambles
okay.
because he just had his like fourth kid and
he's got his shit
killing
together?
it. Yeah. But you know what's really hot to me? Olympic Village. Think about living there with all the athletes from all over the world. And if you're single and your event is done and you can
Yeah.
just fuck around.
Yep. And you're fucking with like Roman gods.
And then you never have to see him again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wasn't there an Olympics where they like ran out of condoms?
I believe that.
shit.
Because athletes, it's like we're so hyper focused on just our sport that it's like,
Yeah, as soon as your event's done.
yeah, God, that feeling is so good.
All right, Khalyla, who is this?
Icon, Australian Indigenous, from the Australian Indigenous, Kathy Freeman. She is the 400, 800 Olympic champion of the 2000 Olympics in Sydney.
God damn.
And she was one of the torch runners, and she has a tattoo on her arm that says, "'Cause I'm free."
I hope she's wrong because that'd be fucking funny.
Well, I just had to name Kathy Freeman. I'm hoping I was
And-
nodding along to everything else.
That's
hoping that it was
amazing.
correct.
And what was really special that she got in trouble for was that she took both the Australian flag and the Aboriginal flag and she softly intertwined it together and she wore it after she won. And the Olympics committee said that it wasn't allowed, that it was against the rules. And I was like, suck a dick. Let her have her fucking moment.
Yeah.
But that was really a moving time for me when I was a very impressionable teenager. I was like, Kathy Freeman.
Wow.
What an icon.
And I thought
Thank
you
you
couldn't
for that
get
question,
sexier,
George.
dude.
All right, and this last
thought
one's a
she
free for
couldn't
all
do
for
it.
everybody. Final question:
Just take it, Khalyla.
Who sang the opening ceremony for the Atlanta Olympics?
Do you know?
Wait, whatever our options.
Is it Whitney Houston?
I know who it is.
You do?
Yes.
Our options are
Esther, you know this.
Pavarotti, Michael Jackson, Celine Dion, Leanne Rimes.
Celine Dion.
Okay. Esther gets a tie for 3, and Gio only has 1. Khalyla has another 3. Here we go, and let's
We
Wait,
get
do I
prizes?
get a hug now because I lost?
You get to bend over and get spanked.
Ooh.
for participation of points, everybody gets a medal.
Yay! I love it here.
It's a new world, guys. Everyone gets a prize.
Can you hum a song while you're putting it on?
We have to sing the national anthem.
call please. I've never got one of these.
It doesn't fit on my wig.
That's a wig?
Yeah, girl.
I'm just kidding.
So you are not going to want to see what I look like later.
No, you look like you'd be an awesome junior high
Sex
friend
doll?
of mine. What?
And a sex doll.
I feel like a sex doll.
You are
like
a sex
this.
doll.
Well, thank you, Gio, for being a wonderful guest and spending all
Thanks.
this time with us.
Thank you. Thank you for making me feel trashy.
And
I love it.
Super good luck to you in your first competition back next weekend.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
You're a really great model for us mid-30 somethings.
Thank you.
No, truly.
Like, I'm not mid. I'm definitely older 30s.
Annie and I are like, have you seen Gio's post today?
Don't say that.
How?
Don't say that.
All the time.
Please don't
I have
do
a poster
that.
of you in my room.
No, don't say that. Thank you guys. I love you guys.
Thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.
You guys, make sure you find Geo on Instagram. I think her handle is Geo_Antoinette, GEO_Antoinette. But also she has a podcast with her husband, Bart, who we love. And that's called, I can't pronounce it correctly, but I think it's called Beocast. Like bear, but in like a cute baby voice way.
Aw.
It's kind of cute. It's like BEAW Cast, and that's their podcast that they have as a couple. I've listened to it many times, so go listen.